The first full day of a new order issued by a federal agency requiring everyone age 2 and up to wear face masks on public transportation. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Latrice Curry. Channel 3's Michelle Herron joins us now live with more on whether this federal order changes anything here in our area. Michelle.
Hey, Latrice, the order handed down by the CDC says all of those arriving and traveling across the United States must wear masks, as well as at transportation hubs like airports, bus terminals, marinas, seaports, subway stations, terminals, and train stations.
Passengers could be seen getting on and off CARTA buses Tuesday with masks across their faces. The public transit entity has required them since November, but Tuesday, the requirement came with federal backing.
We now have the support of the federal government as it pertains to enforcement of this mandate to ensure everyone's safety.
Federal mandate went into effect Tuesday by the CDC, requiring face masks on all public transportation. Veronica Peebles is the Director of Communication and Planning for CARTA. She says they haven't had any issues with compliance.
Being a public transit provider and being a community service provider, of course, we're not at liberty to deny anyone transportation because that's who we are. We are a public transportation provider. So needless to say, now with the federal mandate, we have the support now of not jeopardizing or compromising our ability to continue to provide service.
In the event someone doesn't comply, Peebles says the situation is handled the same as non-compliance with any of CARTA's policies.
Bus operators are very well trained on knowing the steps to take if they by chance should have an issue aboard their buses with someone just basically not being compliant with any of our rules.
Other modes of transportation also fall under the mandate, including ride sharing like Uber and Lyft, and school buses. Channel 3 wanted to know if the mandate changes enforcement in any way. The Hamilton County Health Department says they have not received any directive from the CDC about enforcing masks on transportation. Peebles is optimistic that passengers will continue to follow guidelines and help stop the spread of the virus.
We are trying our best to make sure that people just be mindful to stay safe.
And a small footnote in the order notes that the CDC reserves the right to enforce through criminal penalties, but it states that the CDC does not intend to rely primarily on criminal penalties, but instead strongly encourages and anticipates widespread voluntary compliance. Reporting live from home, Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.